All right, waltz dancers, I'm excited about this. So you've learned some waltz, you know some basic bronze patterns, and you want to make this feel like waltz. This is a silver level combination I think everyone needs to learn. We're going to teach it to you. My name is
Brian B.
And this is Miss Megan. So let's walk through what we're going to do, and then we'll talk about why it's important, why everyone should know this. So we're going to dance a twinkle, an open right turn, an open impetus turn, and a feather finish. Those are fancy words, and I don't care about the fancy words because we're just worried about social dancing. But the reason why we like this combination is right now we're stuck, we've done our waltz box, right? And we've done this type of business, and we're going down the floor, and maybe we learn some moves, or maybe we bring her across, yada, yada. But we're not really kind of dancing waltz on our diagonals and kind of using it like we'd see the better people doing. So this is going to attack that problem. So we're starting, this is my line of dance, this is diagonal wall. So I'm going to dance diagonal wall for 1, 2, and then dance down line for 3. From here, I'm going to dance past Megan for 1, for 2. She's going to step between my feet attached to my right side for 2. We're going to step back for 3. Now from here, I've left a track outside of her, and we're talking about social dancing. So whether you're super close or have a little bit of distance. This is the hard part, and this is the part I want to get across. This is the open impetus turn and the heel turn for the band. 1, 2, 3 to get her ready for a feather finish, which is just a fancy way to say I'm outside partner to my partner, and then I might close back up on my next step in front of her, right? So let's go back and look at it, and we'll talk about, we dance this all the time socially once you're past your beginner patterns. Let you open up to everything else. So we all know the twinkle, 1, 2, 3, right? I need to dance past. Megan's gonna stay in her window. I'll leave this hand up, we'll be all fancy. So 1, 2, I dance past Megan. I'm dancing this way for 3. 2, 3. Now from this point, this is the tricky part. I'm gonna go back out in the middle. Megan has a long way to go. When we dance this a lot socially, this tends to happen. 1, 2, and we end up in this weird promenade fake position, right? But what I want to do is I want to dance Megan all the way around me, so you can do your footwork, Megan. I'm very, 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 very small to let Megan do the big part. So one of the things I learned in waltz is there's what's called an inside and outside of turn. Megan is on the outside of turn, and I'm on the inside of turn. Does that make sense? In this case, Megan would be on the inside of turn, I'd be on the outside of turn. If I'm on the inside of turn and I go big, good luck getting there, Miss Megan. Does that make sense? So leaders, here's your footwork. As you're stepping back, we're gonna step back. I'm gonna pull this heel underneath me. I'm gonna turn on my left heel to my right foot and then rise and go diagonal, right? We're not even worried about the rise, we're social dancers. But as I step back, I want to anchor that turn nice and tight and dance my new diagonal before I do my feather finish. That's the hard part, right? You're gonna need to practice 1, 2, promenade position before I leave. A good thing to think about is you need to be in a position before you move in a position. Here's what I mean. So right now we're in outside partner position. As I dance back and close my feet, we're in closed position. I keep turning till we're in promenade position. Once I'm in promenade position, I leave. Boom, you need to be in a position before you move in a position. So let's look at everything through that lens real quick. So we're in closed position, 1, 2, this is where all the technique comes in. Now we're in promenade position, 3, we move in promenade position. Now we're moving in promenade, we're moving in closed. This is the hard part. I sneak and let her outside. So I asked my coach once, I said, how do I get her from closed position where she's in front of me to outside partner? He said, Brian, you just move out of the way. So 1, 2, 3, I just move that foot out of the way. Now as I step back, she's gonna stay very tight to me, crawl around the corner, and then head out, feather finish. I'm just gonna dance my frame back in front of me as Megan comes back in front for 4, 5, 6. But I'm gonna let Megan talk about what the followers need to think about to get around the corner, because I, as a program teacher, always struggled getting the girls to do that. So.
We have 1, 2, 3. The leader's gonna go around. 4, 5, 6. Now, from here, we are going around the corner into a promenade position. So we go forward on a kind of a diagonal. So we have forward. We're going to step forward and start to turn and then come out.
So behind this is a door. And I used to tell my students, to stuff their head towards the door. That's gonna help you get around the corner, right? You wanna dance your head weight that way. Even if you're not being too fancy, just to functionally get yourself around from that position. Now from here to get her back, 1, I'm gonna take an ever so slightly smaller step with my little swing, 2, 3, my feather finish is I'm outside partner, and now I just dance myself back in front of Miss Megan for whatever else is next. So let's look at it going this way. Whole thing, we have twinkle, 2, 3, open right turn, impetus turn, feather finish. A lot of fancy words, but if you can use this combination, now you can start to dance the diagonals and make it look like waltz. I'm making Megan do this again, right? So I'm dancing to the wall. Now I'm dancing diagonally to the floor, and I can start to get into some of my other moves, yada, yada. When I finish this and come maybe underneath, I can use the same idea to get back to diagonal and start to dance my moves in a way that looks like cool waltz, not just our beginner basics that we started with. And if you're an avid social dancer like I am, you'll want to head to Social Dance Online, enter your email address on the first page. We'll give you a bunch of free stuff, resources, tips, tricks, and you'll be part of our Move of the Week Club, where we send out a move for ballroom dancers, for country dancers, and swing dancers every Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Join 20,000 people, enter your email address. Plus, you can email Megan and I, and Megan will reply. And if she doesn't, I'll reply. See you on the dance floor.